What's up, guys? So today I'm going to answer a question that I get all the time, and that is, should I buy an Amazon course to sell on Amazon or to learn how to sell on Amazon? And my answer may surprise you, so make sure you watch this video right until the very end so that you can see my full answer to this question. Okay, let's get right into it. So should you buy a course to learn how to sell on Amazon FBA? And there's not a definitive answer for this. Yes and no is kind of my answer. And basically what I mean by this is, yes, you should if you have enough to put an upfront investment into Amazon. No, if you have no money at all and it's going to be putting you into debt. Because I don't want to just stand here and say, if you buy my course, you're going to make a lot of money. That is not true. If you don't put the hard work and dedication into selling on Amazon, you're not going to make any money. You're going to lose money because you're going to be putting the money to the course, whereas you could have been putting that money elsewhere if you're not going to be putting in the time and investing your time and your hard work and dedication into Amazon itself. Now, with that being said, if you don't take a course and you're trying to learn Amazon from the bottom up, it's going to take you a long time. I learned Amazon on my own from the bottom up, and my sales in the first few years were terrible. And that's 3 years. So if you're looking for something that you want to get into quick, like selling on Amazon, and you want to make money quick and be profitable and be able to hopefully quit your job, say within a 12-month period, then yes, you need to buy a course, or you need to at least watch a bunch of YouTube videos or something like that in order to properly learn how to sell on Amazon, because there is not anyone that can just suddenly hop on and be like, okay, I'm gonna sell all this stuff, I'm gonna make so much money, I don't have to do anything, everything's gonna be automated. How are you gonna do that if you have no idea how to do it? So, with taking a course, you can watch through step by step on how to sell on Amazon, and it takes you, like, especially my course, it takes you literally from, if you have never even heard of Amazon, don't know what Amazon FBA is, takes you from the absolute basics all the way to advanced tactics once you've already reached 7 figures in revenue per year, how you can grow that to even more than 7 figures. So this course is literally for everyone, but like I said, don't buy the course if you're not willing to put in the effort to grow an Amazon business. If you're not willing to do that, then you're not going to succeed on Amazon, and there's no point on buying a course and wasting your money. I don't want you guys to waste your money. I want you guys to be able to succeed, and if you're not willing to put in the time and you think this is going to be a get-rich-quick scheme, then you're in the wrong place, because Amazon FBA is definitely not a get-rich-quick scheme. A lot of people like to sell it as that, with these advertisements saying basically, if you take my course, you'll get to the same point, blah, blah, blah. That's not true, guys. If you're not willing to put in place the stuff you learn in the course, then you're not gonna succeed with Amazon. And I'm sorry to be blunt, but that's the absolute reality. So, what do you need in order to be able to purchase the course? You need at least $1,500, okay? Because if you're buying the course right now, it's $497. There's no coupon codes, no discounts. I told you guys already in previous videos, the price is gonna be going up to $997. So I'm not doing any discounts anymore. The $497 is the best price you're gonna get into the course for now. I'm never gonna go below that from now on. And I'm guessing it'll be January when I add a bunch more content. It's gonna be probably 2.5 times the content that's currently on the course. The price is gonna go up to $997. When the price goes up to $997, there's gonna be the odd coupon code, maybe save $100 or save $200. But it's never gonna go down to the $497 again. It's never gonna go 50% off. So if you do wanna get in, this is your time, and you need $1,500 minimum at this point to get into the course. And if you're wondering why I say you need $1,500 to get into the course, it's because you're gonna put $500 to the course, and then you need at least $1,000 to invest into inventory, to use the proven tactics that I teach in the course in your own business to grow your own inventory, to grow your own business. And if you don't have at least $1,000 to invest, then it's not the time to buy the course. And there's not a lot of people that will say, don't buy my course if you don't have enough money. People will say, go into debt, buy my course, it's gonna be worth it, you're gonna make all this money. That's not realistic. If you're already in debt and then you're gonna buy the course, go into more debt, then how are you gonna buy inventory to sell on Amazon? This is where a common thing where everyone who buys these other guys' courses on Amazon are like, they're a scam and stuff. That's because they're selling a get-rich-quick scheme. And that's not the case. And I wanna be as transparent and open with you guys as possible. And that's why I personally show my sales numbers, which not a lot of people who sell on Amazon who are on YouTube do. And the reason I do that is to show you guys where I'm at and show you guys the methods that I use actually work. But I also show you that so that you know that this doesn't happen overnight. This has taken years of hard work and years of building this inventory up to get to this level. And that's why I want to teach you guys in my course exactly everything that I know so that you can get to this same point. But I want you guys to be realistic and set realistic time frame goals of when you're going to get to this point. Realistically, I would say even if you take the course and you had like even $1 million to invest, it's going to be hard to get to this point unless you have at least 2 years under your belt. So don't expect to make a full-time income within the first 12 months unless you have a very significant amount of money to invest. I would say at least 100,000, which not many people who are watching this video are going to have to be able to invest and have that kind of liquid income that they can just put into buying products to sell on Amazon. So that's where I want you guys to understand something that I really teach in this course, and that is reinvesting your profits into more inventory. If you reinvest your profits into more inventory, that is the way your income is going to compound, and that's the way your inventory is going to compound, and that's the way you're going to really grow your business and take your business to the next level and eventually get to a point where you don't need to work anymore and this will be your full-time living. That's what I've done. I have currently on hand, I have over 700,000 in inventory that is all paid for. Some of it at FBA warehouses and some of it at storage warehouses. And basically the stuff that's at storage warehouses, that's at like prep centers, and I have some prep centers that store the products for me. And then once the product is basically to a point where I can sell it or Amazon has no more stock, then I get them to send it in. And yeah, like I said, based on my accounting systems and stuff, it's just over 700,000 that I currently have in inventory. And like that's all paid off, guys. So this inventory that I have, that's why I'm able to sell 400, I think I sold 400,000, 500,000 in the last 30 days. I don't know the exact numbers. So with all of this being said, the definitive answer to if you should buy my course or buy any course to learn how to sell on Amazon FBA is yes, if you have at least $1,500 to invest. 500 for the course, 1,000 in inventory. If you have more, it's better. But if you have at least 1,500, then you can get started. And if you don't, then the answer is no. I don't want people to be taking out loans, or certain people will like to take that kind of risk, but I want you guys to be realistic, and I want you to, if you want to get to that $1,500, here's a good example. I was living in Vancouver for a while, and there was a student of mine who basically, he didn't have enough to invest. He bought my course, and that's why I'm really reiterating this point. He had $500 that he put on the course, and then he had $500 to invest. And basically he said, I never told him prior to that that he needed at least 1,000 to invest. So he said, sir, how can I make this money so that I can go and learn how to sell on Amazon through your course and actually start making money? And I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna try something, because I haven't went to a job in forever. It's been several years now, and I want to see how easy it is to make money nowadays without selling online, because that's all I'm used to now. So when I was in Vancouver, I signed up for this company called DoorDash, and they're like a food delivery company, kind of like Uber Eats. And I did a few shifts with them because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this out, and I'm gonna tell this student of mine how he can make money quickly, and I wanna see if it's possible. So like anything, I want to try it out first because he lives in the States and there's Uber Eats there. So I was like, that was going to be my suggestion to him. Why not take a food delivery service? He has a car. So I said, well, why don't you take that? And then he basically responded to me like, how do you know I can make money that way? And that's when a bell went off. I was like, I have some extra time. This is a few months ago now. And I'm going to give this a try. So I signed up on that DoorDash app, go buy the bag that you need. It's a insulated bag, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do a few shifts like this and tell this student of mine whether or not it's actually possible to make this money, because I wanted him to get to that $1,000 that he could invest so that it's gonna actually make sense and become a lucrative business for him. So I go sign up for DoorDash and get the app. It was called the Dasher app, and basically there's nothing wrong with doing this kind of stuff to make some extra money, but it is a little dangerous when you're constantly driving in and out of traffic and it's dark and rainy. And so I think I did 3 shifts and I made like $350. I don't know the exact numbers, but around $350 in these 3 shifts. I did like 3 6-hour shifts, I believe. I was making around 20 bucks an hour. And this was delivering in Vancouver, where your tips are very high because the customers all make, or most of the people who live in Vancouver are pretty high income, or at least have the money to be able to tip you a little better. So basically I go and did these few shifts and I made that $350 in like I said, 3 shifts. And I came back to the student and I said, you know what? It is possible. Just go out there, sign up for Uber Eats, and go and earn this extra $500 that you need in order to invest in inventory. And so basically I just got an email from him, I think it was like a week or 2 ago, and I haven't responded to him yet, so I will respond to you. But basically he told me, sir, I've signed up for Uber Eats, I've been doing it for 2 weeks now, and I've made over $1,000, and he was just doing it part-time. So now, rather than having the $500 that he needed, that he had to invest, now he has $1,500 that he's going to invest. And he did also say to me that there are some expenses that he had, maybe about $100 for gas and whatnot. So let's say he has $1,400 to invest. Now he's at the point where he can turn that Amazon business into a lucrative business in a short period of time. And the reason I did that is because I've been out of the actual workforce for so long. Even though with DoorDash or Uber Eats, it's still your own boss. But I wanted to try it. I had some extra time, so I was like, you know what, why not? And I did it for a few shifts. It's not something I'm gonna constantly do. I can make significantly more money selling on Amazon, even just by buying a few products, but that's the level I'm at now. But prior to that, if I needed money, I was always willing to do something else. So when I was younger, I would buy Vancouver Canucks season tickets and I would sell them for a profit. That's back when the Canucks actually had a decent team and they were making the playoffs. Because playoff tickets is where you were making all the money. But I would buy season tickets so that I would get first dibs on playoff tickets. So there was a lot of things like that that I would do. I would always be buying and selling stuff. I know at one of my old jobs, I would buy stuff from China. I'd buy these phone chargers for the iPhone 4. So this is years ago. They were a case that also had a charger in it. You know, there's lots of those now, but at the time it was like a new concept. And so I was buying those and I was selling them to guys at my workplace, making like $5 or $10 on each one, but I probably sold 50 of them at work. So it was like nice extra income at that time, especially when I had like no money at all. So anything that I could get, I was trying to earn extra money, and that's kind of the incentive I want to give to you guys. Is there are other ways to make money other than just your job. So if you're working a 9-to-5 job and you're not able to scrape up that extra $1,500 to get into a course and to have at least $1,000 to invest in inventory, then think outside the box and try to make money other ways prior to signing up to a course or prior to buying any inventory. Because if you just have $500, you're not going to be able to succeed, or it's going to be such a long process to build up that inventory that it's going to really take you a long time and it's not going to be worthwhile. And most of the time, if that's the case, then people are going to quit. So I'm really excited for that student of mine who now has enough to invest. Now he can go back through the course, watch the fundamentals that I teach, and actually get buying some inventory using sourcing methods that I teach from tactical arbitrage and stuff like that. And so he can actually start buying inventory now and has enough that he can actually start a lucrative business and grow that business through compounding his inventory and compounding his profits. So that's like a little story that I want to share with you guys and kind of answer this question that I get asked all the time about, should I buy an Amazon FBA course to learn how to sell on Amazon? And I really hope that this video helped answer that question for you guys. And if you have any questions about the course or any questions about selling on Amazon FBA, feel free to leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more, and thanks a lot for watching, guys.